Hey Google, send in the Iron Legion.
Yes, boss.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Shane Steinkraus here with another video. I get a lot of questions all the time. How did you get your Google Home smart speaker to turn on your Iron Man helmets? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be answering that question in detail, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, and I think you guys that are making your helmets for display are really going to enjoy this. So let's roll the intro and let's get right into this thing. So you came here because you wanted to learn how to power your cosplay helmet with your Google Home smart speaker. You wanted to be able to turn it on by just simply asking the speaker to turn it on. And with that, you're gonna need a few things. So first off, your helmet's gonna need a pair of cosplay eyes that is powered through USB. Unfortunately, I do not have any answers for those of you who have AAA batteries or key fob battery. If your eyes are powered by something other than USB, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be very much help in this video, because the only way I know how to do it is through the USB, and that's the only way I could think of doing it. If you have AAA batteries, maybe look for a AAA battery adapter to USB. That might help, but the safer option would just be to get a pair of cosplay eyes powered by USB. So, and I'll put these eyes in the description so you guys know exactly what to get. The next thing you guys are gonna need, and I'm sure all of you have them, you're gonna need a charging cube, a mobile phone charging cube, whether it's Apple or Android. Both of these will work. So you're gonna need one of these. So you need the eyes and the cube. You're gonna need a USB hub. You can find these at Walmart or Target. This is on brand. They also have these with a little AC attachment on the back, so you can actually plug it into the wall. That's I have one of those over there that's powering my helmets, and I'll explain to you why you may need that later. And last but not least, this one's very important. You're gonna need to go out and buy a smart plug. What is a smart plug, you may ask? Well, so when they made these smart speakers, they wanted them to be able to do things like control certain things in your home, like open your garage, turn your lights off, play music, stream to the TV. So one of the things they did make was smart plugs, and these you can hook them up to your Google Home smart speaker. And if something you have, like for instance, I have that lamp plugged in over there to a smart plug, I can ask Google to turn them on or off, and it works every time. All you gotta do is just pair this device in your Google Home app on your phone. Once you've acquired your smart plug, make sure once you get it out of the box, read the instructions step by step, follow the directions. The directions were very straightforward. They told you exactly what apps you needed to download. Make sure it's properly connected to your Wi-Fi network. That way you can pair it to your smart speaker. So yeah guys, I'm not gonna go into much detail on the smart plug setup process, because the smart plug comes with a list of instructions that'll step by step tell you how to do this right, and it's very simple. You guys shouldn't have any problems. But to make sure you guys are in the right place, in case you guys want to just make sure you're doing it right, I'll give you a little rundown. So if you buy the Mercury smart plug, it's gonna want you to download an app called Genie. It's a little blue app with a smiley face on it, and so once you have that, just click on it. So once you have your devices set up, it should show up like this. As you can see, all my smart plugs are there. I can control them through this app and turn them on and off. What you're going to need to do is tap that plus sign in the top right corner, because we want to add a new device. We want to add the smart plug to the network.
So there's an option called add manually or search for a device. So the only time you want to do add manually if the search option doesn't work. If you can't find your device right off the bat, then you would press manual and use smart power for smart plug. As you can see, it looks exactly like the smart plug I just showed you. But in this case, the first thing you want to do is go for search for a device. And when it's ready, the device should pop up, and then it'll give you a list of options to connect it to your Wi-Fi network. Now, once you've successfully connected your smart plug to your home Wi-Fi network and the Genie app, you're going to want to go over to the Google Home app. And what you're going to want to do first is click on that plus sign in the top left corner, and then you're going to want to hit set up device. That's the first option on the page. And then you're going to want to choose works with Google, which is the second option on this page. And then you're going to want to search for Genie in this list of third-party applications. And once you find your application that works with your smart plug, once you click on it, it should automatically add to your Google Home, and you should be able to control your lights through there. There might be a couple extra steps, but it's pretty much that simple. Once you've read the instructions and got your smart plug hooked up to your Google Home smart speaker and Wi-Fi network, you can finally set it up and be able to plug things into it. So I have the Iron Legion bookcase pulled out, and let me show you the setup I got back here. So obviously I have my smart plug, and what's plugged into it? Boom, what we were talking about earlier, the USB hub. This is what it looks like. I got all three of my helmets plugged in to this USB hub. I just leave them, I leave all the switches on the helmets on, so when Google turns them on, they're already in the on position. So like I was saying earlier, this is a different type of USB hub. The one I showed you earlier did not have an AC adapter. But now that I'm thinking about it, the best way to do this is, yes, you can get a female to male end USB cord, plug it in using one of the ports, and using a phone charger to plug into the smart plug. But the easiest way, I think, is to just get a USB hub that plugs into the wall. That way you can just plug it right into the smart plug, and you don't have to fiddle around with finding extra cables. But if you want to save money and you want to do it that way and use stuff that you already have, by all means, go for it. Once you've made it this far, let me just demonstrate what should happen. Let's test it out. Hey Google, turn off the Iron Legion. There you go. So it works. That's the other cool thing. If you're familiar with how your smart speaker works, you know that you can program it to turn on certain things based on phrases that you come up with. You can customize your Google speaker to turn on the lights by saying things like send in the Iron Legion, or lights please, or simply turn on the lights. Like for instance, when I go to bed at night, I just tell Google good night and it turns off all my stuff. So that's, if you're familiar with your speaker, you know you can do that, and that's where you can really get creative. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, it really is as simple as it looks. I figured out how to do this on my own. I didn't have any help. So I mean, it really is as simple as going to Walmart, spending a few bucks on a plug, and getting the right cables plugged into the right places, and getting your devices connected accordingly. So it's really that simple. If you guys have any questions, seriously, feel free to reach out. I will respond to comments if you guys have any questions. Stay tuned for more content. I got more Iron Man helmets to show you. I showed you the Mark 46 last week, and I got the Mark 85 and War Machine Thunder Edition that I want to show you guys. And I'm even going to show you guys how to create your own arc reactor and how you can obtain it without a 3D printer, because that was a really fun project to do as well. So I hope you guys learned something today. I hope I was able to help you guys. I got more videos coming. Once again, thank you so much. If you watched this video and you made it this far, you're a real one, and I appreciate your guys' support. I got more content coming for you soon. Until then, take care. I'll see you guys next time.